Greetings everyone, Emakaya, see Positive Mindsets Gathering live page with Dr.Ngcungama. Today we are starting our daily devotions on our first day this year. We've had such devotions last year with other members of the gathering, and this year we are back again, and we promise that we are still going to have more videos from other members of the gathering as well. So the first thing that a person would be asking themselves as Besemakaya, looking at this page with 551 likes and all these positive messages, what is going on there? What is positive mindset? That might be the question that people might be asking themselves. So a positive mindset, it is an approach or the framework that looks at the good in everything. So if you can just go through the book that I wrote, published in 2018, 2018, last year, you would find out that I have unpacked the concept of the positive mindset approach, whereby we speak about what it is, positive mindset, in the days whereby people are working at home, in the days whereby everything is being done at home due to the systems and what is affecting the global world at large. So a positive mindset, it is an answer of such a world, or of such a puzzled world. La bantu bedinga khona i-answer as to what can we do to have solutions in life, what can we do to have a better life. So then positive mindset is on about presenting the good to people, instead of having a negative mindset, but for people to have a positive mindset, because you cannot have a positive life or positive results with a negative mindset. So in order for you to have a positive life, you have to have a positive mindset. So now when it's called a positive mindset gathering, it is because these people that we call winners, they gather in those meetings, or they gather in those spaces whereby they share those principles that we are going to be sharing with you this week, because we are going to have this live broadcast from Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, whereby we will be discussing all the positive mindset life principles. And we have had testimonies from people who have been watching our videos, and people who have been attending our gatherings, telling us what they have achieved from the day they started attending, from the day they started watching videos, how their lives have been transformed. So we hope that this year too, your life will be transformed and taken to the next level by you listening to these daily devotions. So today we'll be unpacking this topic, which is part of the positive mindset tools. What are the positive mindset tools? We have 3 tools in the positive mindset approach. These tools, it is visualization, and then we have affirmation, and then we have actions. These are 3 positive mindset tools. The first one is visualization, the second one is affirmation, and then the third one, it is actions. So today or this week we will be discussing the part here, visualization. What is visualization, or what does positive mindset have to do with visualization? So positive mindset, first, it is an approach that deals with the mind, the mindset of the people. So when we are speaking of visualization, we are speaking of what happens in the subconscious mind of a person. Abanye bathi subconscious mind, abanye bathi it is the spiritual world, abanye bathi it's in the vortex. They have different names or different perceptions of this one and the same notion, which is the subconscious mind or the spiritual realm, because no definition is greater than the other. It depends on where the person is standing. So it is for a person to say it is the spiritual world, or munyati it is for the subconscious mind. So depending on whatever that you want to call it, but one thing that I know is that no one knows Guti Silapi spiritual realm. No one can point it and no one can point to where is the mind to. So that is why we call the subconscious mind also the spiritual realm, or the vortex where everything starts, where everything evolves, where everything happens. So now this is where everything that we see today starts from. When the author of Proverbs wrote, he said that as the mind thinketh, so is he. So it starts from that vortex, or it starts from that spiritual realm. Everything starts from the spirit. So everything starts from the subconscious mind. That's where the spirit is. That's where the spiritual realm is, whereby you are in that motion whereby izinto ziqala khona. You know, for instance, if you are going to have a bad day, that bad day does not start by you having bad events on that particular day, but a bad day starts by you having a bad mindset, or you having a bad subconscious mind, being convinced that your day is going to be bad. In fact, it does not go by conviction, but it starts by your sight, by you visualizing your day going bad. When you see your day going bad with your subconscious mind, your day is bound to go bad, because that's what you create in the spiritual realm, or that's what you create in the subconscious mind. By you having a negative thought, or thinking that you're not going to make it today, you thinking that that makes you to have a bad day, because you think that you are going to have a bad day, and then you tend to have a bad day because you think that you will have a bad day. So be careful of what you visualize before even the day happens, even before the day starts, that you visualize only good, you visualize only positive, because if you visualize negative, you will receive negative results. As I've said in the beginning, you cannot have a positive life with a negative mindset. In order for you to have a positive life, you need to have a positive mindset. So it starts from the mind, or it starts from the spirit. It starts from that imagination, the ability of seeing it even before it happens, the ability of picturing it before it even happens. So if you can see it there, you can have it here. I still remember when I started visualizing about being a doctor of theology. It used to be a long shot for me when I did not have a doctorate in theology. So I kept on visualizing. In 2018, I would see myself with a red coat, I would see myself with that red garment, I would see myself in the midst of other graduates, I would see myself with the United States certificates, I would see myself qualified as a doctor of theology. I would imagine that when I wake up, I would imagine that when I slept. And what happened is that I received that life, because in 2018 to December, I was graduating from a United States institution, receiving my doctorate in theology. So it started from the spiritual realm, or it started from the subconscious mind. So what is really important, it's what you load your subconscious mind with. It is what will determine what you will see. And what you will see will define what you will speak. And what you will speak, or what you will affirm, will define what will happen into your life. So now it is very important to be considerate of the subconscious mind, because it is the engine of the whole system. It is whereby everything is channeled. Whereby you tell yourself that I'm a failure, then you become a failure. Whereby you tell yourself that I'm a winner, then you become a winner. So it's all about you having to tell yourself that I'm going to make it today, I am not sick today, I am healed today. For instance, look at what is happening around with this COVID-19 spread and the 5G information spread. It started with the social media, it started with the news, it started with the television news and being painted with that COVID sign, and everything had corona in it. We even had songs, we even had different memes speaking about this. So all of that changed the subconscious minds of South Africans. or it changed the spiritual realm of South Africans. It interfered with their energy. So when it interfered with their energy, we started making funny videos, funny memes and all that. So then when death was announced that people are dying, blah, blah, blah. Now Corona is in KZN, there are many cases, blah, blah, blah. Now after receiving all this news, after receiving all these feedbacks, now we are afraid. Even other people now are afraid. What is making them afraid? It is because now their spiritual realm or the subconscious mind has been channeled into a particular mindset. The mindset that is filled with the fear of the pandemic. The mindset that is filled with the fear of working at home. With the pandemic that is filled with the Great Depression that is about to come to this country, So now the mind is just busy playing to the point that people are just being convinced by everything that is being spread out there. People are just spreading fake news and everyone can just believe. Even today I can just say the corona people the corona cases have increased and now there are 5,000 cases. People will be sharing that without even questioning it. Why? It has been slowly injected to them. Now it is easy to do anything with them because their subconscious mind has been channeled with this pandemic. To the point that they might even have flu, but then they think that it is this pandemic because of their convictions. So I'm not saying that being learned or being orientated about this pandemic is wrong or right. It is very important that we know about it as citizens, as people who live. It's really important that we know about this as people who live in the global context where these things are affecting the people. However, these are not the main cause. We were not created to deal with corona. You were created to be a businessman. You were created to be a successful actor. You were created to be a successful author, a successful publisher, a successful preacher, a successful entrepreneur, whatsoever that you are doing. You were created to do that. The main important thing that you should be considering or that you should be worrying about right now, it is you having to operate under the circumstances instead of you being channeled to think that the world is about to end, into you being channeled to think that everything is about to go down. You are not created to do that. You were created to bring solutions in such times as this. You were created to be an answer in such times as this. So the most important thing is for you to channel your subconscious mind in order to have a positive energy that will affect other people with positivity. Whereby now you will start posting things that are filled with positivity. That although there might be corona, but let us start affirming positive things. You'll start posting positive things that other people are getting sick, because it's not like everything is negative with this pandemic. People are getting healed. Other people are recovering from this sickness. But other people are just worried, waiting for danger to come to them, waiting for death to come to them, to the point that they're not making profit, they are not working on their dreams, they're not working on their businesses, because they are so worried. Their subconscious mind has been challenged into something else. So what you see with your imaginary eye is what you will see with your physical eye. So what is really important is that right now, start to see a different picture of South Africa. Start to see a different picture of the world with your subconscious mind, with your spiritual mind, with your spiritual eye. Start picturing South Africa as a happy continent. Start picturing South Africa as a prosperous continent, instead of expecting for doom, instead of expecting the fall down, the outbreaks, more death. Let us just be positive in the midst of all these things. So let us start thinking otherwise. So today, that's my main thesis. That's my main point. That start thinking otherwise. Think positive. Wash your hands, sanitize your hands, wear a mask, but be positive under that mask. Be positive under that sanitizer. You understand? So you need to think otherwise. Do not be moved by the world. Do not be moved by the system. but create your own system when people are being moved by the system. What I believe is that when people were crashing down, when the world was crashing down at the Great Depression, KFC was invented, Abu McDonald's, they were there. All these big companies that we can think of, they were invented. When the world is going through crisis, they should be ambassadors of change that will say that the opposite, that will say that we are going to be all right, that will say that we are going to be prosperous in the midst of all these things. What will happen is that those people will be celebrated when this whole pandemic is over, when this whole pandemic is being able to be controlled, when this pandemic is being monitored. Those people will be supported, because every person that will receive a business idea or business assistant at this time will trust those people who will assist them in such crucial moments. So why don't you become a solution? All that will start by you having to change the picture that you have of life from your subconscious mind, from your spiritual realm. Even in Christianity they say, whatever that you bind in heaven, it shall be bound on earth. Whatever that you start in your subconscious mind, it shall happen in the physical realm. So today what we are going to do in our first session is that we are going to visualize. We are going to do a visualization process with the people that we will be watching this live video. So right now, as we are closing today's program, I'd like you to visualize with me wherever you are. Even if you see this tomorrow, even if you see this today, even if you see this after it has been broadcasted, I'd like you to visualize with me wherever you are. Even when you are at home, just tell your family that it is time to visualize. So right now, let us all close our eyes as we are going to start the visualization process. So we are going to close our eyes. As we are closing our eyes, I just want you to be relaxed wherever you are. You are closing your eyes and you are relaxed wherever you are, wherever you are sitting, wherever you are sleeping, just relax wherever you are. So right now, I just want you to have a picture of what you want to see in your life, of what you want to see in your home, of what you want to see in your bank balance. I just want you to have a picture of what you want to see happening in your life right now. Just have that picture right now. Just have that picture right now. Just have that picture right now. I just want you to focus on that picture right now. As you can see that picture, we are going to do a little bit of affirmation as we are closing our eyes. Say these words after me. Say, right now, right here, I am receiving the positive image of myself. I am changing the subconscious picture of myself. I am attracting the good out of life. I am attracting prosperity. I am attracting health. I am attracting wealth. I am attracting prosperity. I am attracting positivity in my life. As you can see that picture with your imaginary eye, that is the picture that you can attain in your physical eye. So right now, I would like you to slowly open your eyes with me. So what you are doing right now, you are creating a particular reality with your subconscious mind. Whatever that you imagined, just write it down and make it a point that you see it unfolding as we will be meeting day and day in these daily devotion programs to monitor that are you receiving results out of these steps that we are taking. So thank you for joining me today in this positive mindset talk, in this daily devotion talk. I hope you are inspired and I hope that your life will be inspired for the great. So one announcement that I'd like to make, as Dr. Ngcungama, I will be launching my book Code Switching at our background on the 27th of April 2020 at Old Prison, Pietermaritzburg. The event is destined to start at 9:30 for 10. So there will be photo shoot, there will be different speakers, different artists, different events in that same program. So make it a point that you join us on the 27th of April and get your copy of Code Switching for 300 Rand, which will be your ticket to that particular event. Thank you for joining us today.